Well, hey, Gundam Maniacs, welcome to another episode of Gundam Explained. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at the mobile suit, the Rozen Zulu. Nice little purple fella from Gundam Unicorn. And I want to give a shout out to Talos Mobius for helping me do the research on this one. And, from this, I found out that it's related to the Hama Hama. Kind of a mobile suit I don't really ever think about. Yeah, here's the Hama Hama, and I guess, it's from Double Zeta. Within Zeta and Double Zeta, sometimes there's these suits that are like kind of crazy looking, and I'm like, it's a little beyond the grounded look I like from, the 1 Year War era. But I gotta say, if we take a look at this Hama Hama and then we go over and look at the Rozen Zulu, there's definitely a connection there. It's almost like, I guess I would almost lend the weird look of the Hama Hama to the fact that it's from that older animation from that time period. Because if you were to take the curves that you kind of see in some of the line art here, where it's kind of inconsistent, and then look at the Rozen Zulu and it's kind of straighter up there, it gives it a more grounded look. And I love that about Gundam, how they can take these goofy designs, make it grounded. YAMS, or YAMS 132 Rozen Zulu, is a prototype hybrid Saikamu mobile suit piloted by Angelo Sopper during the Laplace incident. Here's Angelo, a cool looking fella, could be the boyfriend of Full Frontal, we don't know. But yeah, he's a young member of the Sleeves who serves as the devoted commander, I guess that's his title, of Full Frontal's Royal Guard. He held the rank of lieutenant. So as Frontal's confidant, Angelo assisted him in negotiations related to the Laplace's box. Angelo was also trusted by Frontal in terms of combat and served as his bodyguard, always keeping a close eye on him to eliminate any danger that might threaten his safety. He was an excellent MS pilot, always accompanying Frontal's Sinanju into battle and sometimes launching coordinated attacks as well. So I like the character because I remember that discussion in that scene in Unicorn where it's Benager talking to Full Frontal and Benager's getting heated and Angelo's watching. Angelo like wanting to step in and defend him. It was a pretty cool dynamic during that scene. So with a combination of the data from the AMX-103 Hama Hama and the spare parts from the MSN-06 S Sinanju, the AMS-129 Gira Zulu was transformed into the Rozen Zulu. This mobile suit was a unit developed so that non-new type pilots could engage in battle against new types. Equipped with a quasi-Saikamu system and incoms, even an old type could pilot such a unit. Specifically in order to combat new type use mobile suits, the Rozen Zulu was equipped with a weapon called the Psycho Jammer. Those were funnel type weapons that would deploy and surround mobile suits, disrupting the connection between Saikamu weapons and their user. Although it was not expected to be piloted by new types, the Rozen Zulu was also equipped with a Psycho frame around the cockpit due to it being part of the Sinanju's cockpit the Rozen Zulu was outfitted with. For its weapons, this mobile suit was equipped with incoms, similarly to the Hama Hama's wired hands. The claws of the Rozen Zulu were connected with wires so that they may eject and chase mobile suits for all range attacks. These incoms would become fundamental in combating new types with a non-new type pilot. On its left arm, the Rozen Zulu had a mega beam shield composed of Gundarium alloy and was able to produce an eye field for defensive purposes and variable beams. May it be a single large concentration of 3 beams or a light show of scattering beams lighting up the battlefield. During episode 7 of the Unicorn OVA, the Rozen Zulu had replaced its right damage arm with the Mega Beam Shield, making it capable of being used as an incom weapon, similarly to its claws. The Rozen Zulu saw action only for a couple of weeks during May of UC 0096, as it was created during the events of the Plas incident and was destroyed in the same month it was rolled out, ending, as far as we know, the Hama Hama line with it. Even though it was a successful prototype in what could be a unit capable of being piloted by both new types and old types, just like the Unicorns, Saikamu technology was locked away, sealing away the potential of one of the few hybrid mobile suits for the time being. Alright, yeah, so that was a quick look at the Rozen Zulu. This would be an excellent mobile suit in GBO2, wouldn't it? But you know what, I gotta say, from what I've learned from this, it's very interesting that it was this quasi Saikamu mobile suit. The idea was old types could use it, new types could use it. There was a weaponry on it that a new type could definitely make use of, but it also had the wire-guided weaponry that an old type would use. It kind of reminds me of the narrative I think it was B-Pax, I always forget, that Jonah Basta, in the narrative, they always thought he was a new type. They were trying to push his abilities, so it could be that they had to build that weapon to be wire guided. So I think it's very interesting to have these mobile suits that are that way, especially the jammer. I've been seeing it actually often where there are mobile suits that are trying to stop new types, whether that's destroying them completely, like with the unicorn mobile suits, or I think there was one recently we even did a dive into, and I forget what it was, but it actually had some sort of anti-new type weaponry to it. If anyone knows of any other mobile suits that do kind of like the anti-new type thing, let me know, because that's some pretty interesting stuff. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and please subscribe if you haven't, and like the video if you think it's cool. Hey, and if you have any other lore or things you want me to dive into or do videos over, just give me an email at gundamexplained@gmail.com, or join our Discord. I have a link below. We have a lore channel there, or just ask any of our members if you have any lore questions. But until next time, we'll talk later.